Hi, my name is Sabrina Myers, and I am currently 19 years old, and I want to be a first grade teacher. I'm getting my degree in elementary education with a concentration in mathematics. I firmly believe teachers lead by example. We as teachers need to show students how to look, act, and be professional. That means wearing the correct clothing, following school rules, and much more. Being professional doesn't mean just towards your colleagues or other teachers and professors. It also means towards the student. You should treat the student with the same respect you want to be treated with. In chapter 29 of the Handbook of Character, it talks about the 7 attributes. One of the 7 states that an individual should regulate his or her own behavior and emotions in accordance with the social good of others. To me, that's saying treat others the way you want to be treated. That applies to everybody, not just the students. I learned that every teacher has a different way of teaching and getting the results they want. But is that really what's best for the kids? I want my students to not only be book smart, but world smart too. I want them to be able to go into the real world and say, hey, I learned that in school. I believe in my ability to teach my students to be the best possible them. And I think growing personally, I think about how I can better the world. I want to help people. That's been my goal ever since I was a little kid. I want to help everyone. And I know that seems unreasonable, but my plan is to help every single person that walks through my classroom doors, even if it's only for 7 hours a day. Professionally, I want to show my students that they can be or do anything they set their minds to. I know it seems like such a cliche, but it's true. I was diagnosed with dyslexia at the age of 9. I struggled in school, and my teachers noticed. They were the ones that collaborated with my parents to get me tested, and that's the teacher I aspire to be. I want to be the teacher that goes out of her way to help her students. I know the difficulties of feeling dumb or slow at school, and I don't want a single one of my students to ever feel like that. So again, personally and professionally, I want to go to better not only myself, but my students as well. How can I make a difference in the education world through educational professionalism? I thought long and hard about this answer. I wasn't sure what I would put because I want to make a difference in so many ways. Last week's lesson helped me narrow down my choices. I remember in class we talked about how every classroom's different. There's different kinds of teachers, female and male, and everyone teaches differently. I also remember the story you told us about how you and another teacher were competing, and he was getting 5 points better than you on your exams, and you wanted to know why. So you went to his classroom. You noticed that his classroom wasn't pretty, and it was just textbook material. Content. Well, even though those 5 points were his kids really happy being there, well, that narrowed it down for me a lot. I narrowed it down to just being open. I want to hear everybody's opinions, not just my colleagues or other professors or the superintendent or anybody. I want to hear from parents, counselors, even students themselves. I want to be able to talk about ideas, teachings, punishments, customs, the way they learn, how can I help them, and so much more. I want to be able to learn from other educators, but I want them to be able to learn from me as well. Not all of us have the same teaching style, and that's okay. I respect that because maybe you're doing something that I'm not, but you can teach me how to do it. But if I can learn from another educator and incorporate it into my style, then I'm not only making a difference for my students, but also for myself. I think that is a perfect way to know the difference, to make a difference in the world of education through the area of teacher professionalism.